Good afternoon. This is Fred Birnbaum with the Idaho Freedom Foundation, and welcome to the first edition of Fred's Fiscal Friday. I want to talk to Idahoans about federal spending and how that impacts Idaho. A lot of people realize that the state of Idaho spends a lot of money. They spend it on things like roads and schools and police services and prisons. But they probably don't understand how much money that Idaho appropriates, that means the state legislature and the governor, that is actually federal money. So I want to frame this up a bit. In 2001, Idaho's legislature appropriated about $3.6 billion. And of that, about 30% was federal money. Fast forward to the current year. Idaho is going to appropriate, if they follow the governor's recommendation, nearly $10 billion. 38% of that is federal money. And here's what's really interesting. This year, for the first time, Medicaid, just Medicaid, will be about $3.6 billion, meaning in 2022, Medicaid spending alone will be as much as the state spent on everything, schools, colleges, roads, on everything in 2001. Pretty staggering, isn't it? And here's why you should worry about that. You've probably heard that the federal government runs a deficit every year. It's in the trillions with a T, not the billions. So Idaho is increasingly reliant on a federal government that is borrowing and printing trillions of dollars. In fact, using Medicaid as an example, the Medicaid program is a shared federal-state program. Idaho could not operate Medicaid without federal money. We just don't have the funds. I mentioned earlier, of the roughly $10 billion that Idaho will spend, about $3.6 billion is Medicaid. But here's what's really troubling, and here's the iron triangle of special interests. Of that $3.6 billion, about $3.5 billion is actually paid to providers. That's about $9,800 per person on Medicaid. The projection for this fiscal year is about 358,000 people. That's men, women, children, pregnant women, disabled adults. So the state of Idaho and the federal government together are spending nearly $10,000 per person. And the money that they're spending doesn't go to the people. It goes to the big hospitals. You see building big facilities in Idaho. So effectively, America is borrowing and printing dollars that they're sending to Idaho that we are funneling through Medicaid into the large providers and small ones. And these providers are lobbying furiously for more Medicaid. They're the ones that supported Medicaid expansion. This is all troubling because now we have a situation where if the federal government had to ever balance its budget, Idaho would be out of balance. And I say that with the foreknowledge that we couldn't cough up $3 billion of extra money from our state taxpayers. So I just wanted to share that. It's a lot of numbers. The essence of the point is that Idaho is very dependent on federal money. The federal money is borrowed, and that money is largely being used to fund this hugely growing Medicaid program. Thank you, and that's Fred's Fiscal Friday for today.